Hey everyone, it's Dabacabb here. So with the recent leaks of the Overwatch Halloween loot boxes, there's been a lot of discussion on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Reddit and such about the choices that Overwatch, or rather that Blizzard has made regarding their pricing and payment model. Specifically, this whole thing about event-based loot boxes, like what they did with the Olympic loot boxes. Basically, they had the loot boxes available for, a month or so, and then they took them down. And if you didn't get the skins or sprays or emotes that you wanted, then tough luck. So the assumption here is that they're going to use the same model for the Halloween loot boxes, that these boxes are going to be available for October or whatever, and then once October's over, then the loot boxes will be pulled from the store. So if you don't get, the Witch Mercy skin you're gunning for, then tough luck. So last time they did this, there was a lot of frustration with people that they just couldn't get the skin or whatever it is that they wanted, largely just because you couldn't buy whatever cosmetic item with coins. And on some degree, I understand this, right? It makes sense from a business perspective. I mean, if you have this huge expansion with tons of new cosmetic items and you let people buy it with, just normal coins, then what ends up happening is someone will just, boot up the expansion and then buy the one skin that they want and then just not purchase any loot boxes because they don't need to. I said in my last unboxing video that a really easy solution to this would be to have some sort of secondary currency that's only available during that expansion period. So like during the Halloween month, when the loot boxes are available to purchase, every time you open a Halloween loot box, you get Halloween bucks or whatever, which you can spend to buy, Halloween skins and whatnot. And then once the Halloween event is over, those Halloween bucks get transferred over into normal currency or whatever the case. An even better solution would be to make these loot boxes and their contents available, all the time. So I kind of wanted to start this discussion and ask everyone what you think about Blizzard's business model. Do you think that it's a little bit underhanded? Do you think it's unfair? Do you think it's totally legitimate? I mean, from my perspective, I'm a little bit skewed because I'm a YouTuber. So every time they come out with a bunch of new loot boxes, I kind of have to drop $80 or $100 or whatever on loot boxes, which is a lot of money. I've spent so far hundreds and hundreds of dollars on this game. But it makes sense for me to do that because, it supports my channel and it's just sort of a business expense that I just have to deal with. So it's really actually quite easy for me to get all the skins that I want. I mean, like last time during the Olympic loot box opening, I got 100 loot boxes and I got all of the skins. However, I didn't get all the emotes and all the cosmetics and sprays that I would have liked. I mean, I didn't get the Tracer jumping over the hurdle one that I would have liked. I also didn't get the Junkrat emote where he throws the grenade. I think that was kind of a funny one. So, even me who spends $80 or $100 on loot boxes can't get all the loot boxes that I want, in addition to just normal playing the game loot boxes. So it's a little bit crazy that it's that difficult to get the thing that you want. But on the other side of the coin, I understand that Blizzard needs to make money off of this, and they need to do that by making people buy loot boxes, and they're using possibly unfair business strategies to encourage people to just keep buying and buying and buying because everything's basically limited edition. So I wanted to extend this question to you, sort of the average gamer. And in fact, I put up a poll asking you how much money have you spent beyond your initial purchase. So don't include the $40 for the base game or even the $20 for the Origins edition. Just exclusively on loot box purchases, how much money have you spent on Overwatch? There's a little poll in the upper right hand corner, so just let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you've done. I'm curious to know how much money people have spent on this game so far. So personally, I kind of have mixed feelings about this. On the one hand, I gotta say that the overall business model is awesome. I mean, $40 for effectively a AAA title is already pretty solid. And then you get all expansions and all heroes for free. I mean, that's actually pretty exceptional. Most companies don't do that. Most companies will, release a game for $60 and then expansions will be anywhere between $20 or $60. Destiny comes to mind, which, has a full price release, and then expansions are quite expensive actually. So the fact that Overwatch is allowing you to purchase everything now and in the future for just $40 is impressive, to say the least. However, how they're handling their loot boxes, I think they could do it a little bit better. It's just a little bit too rigid. It's a little bit too forced, I feel like. there's not enough flexibility that I would like as a player to buy the one thing that I want. Here's the thing, Blizzard. I like this game. I want to give you money. I don't feel bad about spending $80 on loot boxes. I don't mind spending $80 on loot boxes. I don't mind spending $100 on loot boxes. That's fine to me. And if I didn't have this YouTube channel, I wouldn't mind spending $5 on loot boxes or $10 on loot boxes. It's just when I spend money on a game, I want to be able to buy the thing that I want, or at least feel like I'm somehow progressing towards it, somehow getting closer to the thing that I actually want. So if the Halloween loot boxes come out and all I want is the Mercy Witch skin, because, I happen to be a player that plays Mercy 24/7 all the time, or whatever the case may be, and all I want is the Mercy Witch skin, it sucks that you can spend $100 on loot boxes and just still not get it because you're just sort of a slave to RNG. And the second thing is there's like 1,000 ways you can get around this. You can just have an in-game store where you just buy things directly. You could have some sort of secondary currency. You can make it so that loot boxes during events only contain Halloween items instead of every item you can possibly pick up. And also make it so that you can't get duplicates. That way, every time you open a box, you are guaranteed to get one step closer towards getting the item that you want. It could be the case that every 10 loot boxes you open, you get one free skin of your choice. There are a lot of options available, and the fact that Blizzard chose to say, roll the dice, good luck, and there's nothing you can do to get the one thing that you want, just feels a little bit unfair. It feels a little bit like anti-Blizzard, to be honest with you. A lot of other games that Blizzard's put out, Heroes of the Storm, for example, allows you to just directly purchase the thing that you want. If you want it, you just buy it, just pay the price for it. Hearthstone has the disenchanting model, so if you get a pack and you get a lot of duplicates, you can disenchant the cards for dust and then spin the dust to make the cards that you want. And the coins are similar to this, but it's just, you can't actually buy everything you want with coins, so it's kind of unfair. So actually, now that I've got your attention, I would like to propose a new business model that I'm hoping companies will begin to take up in the future, based loosely around crowdfunding like Kickstarter, but a little bit different. Imagine, how you click the Overwatch icon and the little launcher comes up with the play button. Imagine on the launcher, when you click that button, it shows like let's say Jeff Kaplan would be like, hey everyone, here are the 5 things that we're working on. We're working on Sombra. We're working on this new Australian map. We're working on these new skins. We're working on this new game mode. These are the 4 things we're working on. What would you like us to work on the most? And then there'd be like a little donate button, and you could donate however much you want for whichever one of those things you most want to support. And that could it's basically like voting with your wallet. So if the community overwhelmingly votes to, they donate, let's say, $500,000 towards the Sombra reveal, but only like $20,000 towards the Australia map, then Blizzard knows this is what the fans want. They want Sombra, so they can devote more of their resources towards, developing and tuning Sombra. So this model potentially is like a win-win for both parties. The fan base gets to fund the ideas that they want to fund. If they want a new map, then they can donate towards a new map. If they want new skins, they can donate towards new skins. And it's good for the developers because the developers will know exactly what it is the community wants. There's no guesswork towards it. It happens all the time that developers release this new snazzy feature that it turns out that everyone hates because it's underhanded or it's unfair or it's just not fun. But if you give some degree of control to the community and let them vote for the features that they want, then you kind of avoid that problem, because the game is almost guaranteed to be liked by the audience because the audience picks what they like. So, the whole reason why I'm sharing this is just to say there are a lot of options available. Money is flexible. There are thousands of ways that Blizzard can encourage, ask, require fans to spend money on the game. And these things are definitely necessary because if Blizzard doesn't make money, then Overwatch will die. But there are certainly better ways to do it, and there are worse ways to do it. And while I definitely think it's the case that Overwatch has one of the best business models out there, a whole game, all expansion for $40, I still think that they're being a little bit unfair with their loot boxes. So just come on, Blizzard, give us a little bit of flexibility here. Give us a little bit of leeway. If we really want this one thing, don't make us spend $100 and still not have it. That kind of sucks. Let's be honest, that just sucks, man. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to participate in the poll. Also, speaking of sellouts, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Dabacabb out.